that's. Oh yeah, that too.
Ooh,
I'm just saying Chris is a little more intimate with it.
we're from the London server now for the streaming.
Oh. Ooh.
Weird. It's usually been Texas, but it's like, no, gonna be London tonight.
Yeah.
Streamer's like, fuck that. Donnie's coming back to Texas. I'm moving to London.
Yeah. Yeah. It always has to be like like several time zones away from me, at least 5 hours away from me. It's like because the internet hates me, and I hate it too, which is why I'm drawing this. Because of my disdain. My
The
disdain for.
internet feeds on hatred.
No, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you like this, yeah, eat this crap, come on. And then I accidentally get invested in making this because I'm actually enjoying drawing it because it's fun to draw things. Part of me just wants to see the comments. And I hope someone comes along, like some kind of white knight person, like, how dare you draw this? This is horrible. And I'm just going to be like, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, I got back to.
I want
This is
to
not gonna have
find
any idea
where
what
you live
the
and
reason.
hug you.
What did I get back to?
No.
Welcome back.
It's supposed to be a surprise, so just forget that you ever heard anything.
Okay.
Hide the streamers. Hide the streamers.
Yep. I just hope someone just is incensed by it. And I'm just going to be like, you win. You win so much.
I say we should probably explain to everyone on the stream that I am technically not a new player.
Shh.
I mean, I've just been gone a long time.
Yes. You're being all hipster. You were there from, not the beginning, actually. You were there as a guest player, and then you made it regular.
Yeah.
You were here before we were cool. Technically, everyone is
cool.
still here before we were cool. We haven't reached that point yet.
Yes, and we
So
never will,
everyone else
because
is
I
also-
wheeze laugh.
But we might make it there one day.
Yeah, I wheeze laugh like Muttley. We'll never be cool.
Maybe
We'll always
we'll
be here.
take incredibly off with the new edition in August.
Hey, Rafferty's here.
So yeah, I think we'll always be there before we're cool.
Ooh.
Hello, Zero. How are you?
Oh, hang on.
I think honestly,
Just art
the
slave.
biggest reason why we won't. Well, I don't know. Maybe our time zone is nice to pick up people who usually don't watch. Since we're
I don't know,
like
Rafferty's like an hour behind me. It's like probably like 1 something there.
What's all this then?
Oh man.
I am not going to talk like that. The whole stream.
You should. It's like you're not Cockney, but
All
You're not
right, so
actually
I burn
Cockney,
the undead.
Yeah.
We're all on fire.
ain't nothing more dangerous than a wounded mosquito. That was a great Monty Python sketch. My favorite though, my favorite punchline from Monty Python though has to be the man who talks in nothing but anagrams, and he's saying all these things and talking about how he's making he's talking in anagrams the entire time about how he's making an anagram version of Shakespeare, and finally he's talking about he's like, ring Kitchard the thrid. Ring Kitchard. Oh, you know, a shrow, my dingham for a shrow. Oh, King Richard. So ring Kitchard, but truly that's not an anagram. That's a spoonerism. He just goes, well, if you're gonna split hairs, I'm gonna piss off. Just walks off. This is probably the best payoff for a joke on there.
Strength, wisdom. Okay.
Welcome back to Violence, Death, War, and Horror. And later we'll talk to a man who does gardening.
Good, because there's
Yeah.
probably like 50 square miles of forest that desperately needs it after last session.
Oh, yeah. You didn't get that far in the recordings, did you? Nish?
Not yet. I'm on session
They-
6.
Okay.
A fire burned down an entire forest around us, and we have no idea how it happened. It was weird.
So yes, last time on Dust to Dust, Cintiq started the fire.
See, we never had this problem with my wizard because he used fires and ice. I put out my own fires, damn it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, last session you guys were heading to the Abbey, and on your way there you set up camp and got mobbed by a bunch of enemies because random encounters hate you.
With a passion.
So on your way there you just kept on, finding things, and finally straw broke the camel's back. Cintiq decided she was just going to nuke everything with fire so she could get back to sleep. Unfortunately, that much concentrated arcane fire on a bunch of trees tends to, do
Burn.
things. So anyway, I kept rolling like saving throws to see how far the flames would spread, and I kept rolling bad on the saving throws, so the fire kept spreading, and you guys tried to hightail it out of there, and
And
you
we kept
sucked
succeeding.
at your endurance checks. Well, not really
Yeah.
sucked. Well, I mean, it's a high endurance check just to keep doing a forced march. So you ended up losing healing surges, and finally the fire not really blew out, but I rolled a saving throw. Finally, did occur to where the winds changed and blew off, and the fire blew off in another direction. So you're free of the fire.
And no one can prove it was us.
Mm-hmm.
As three
First,
different
get off of
species
my
of animals are
keyboard.
dead.
Yeah.
Get out of here, kitty. Countless species of insects. They're like rare insects. They're like, oh, they're all gone.
Yes. Yes, this particular biome, the fall forest biome, was very rare, and the 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 lily splotched striped squirrel.
And
Oh,
and also a single random herbologist who was supposed to have the day off.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so this session, where did we end last session?
Failing to cook.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, after you got, sorry, it's been a little while, a couple weeks. Anyway, since y'all were actually running low on rations, you came across a group of large man-sized frogs in a swamp. Who, it's like, ooh, that's moving. Let's kill it for food, because screw preparing food. Let's just eat it. So you attacked a bunch of frogs, and in response, the frogs started attacking you, and dragged your war priest into the water and started wailing on him horrendously. And then a giant snail appeared, and you attacked its weak spot for massive damage, and then tried to cook that, and
And failed.
yeah,
Spectacularly.
and some of you got sick.
A couple people were able to stomach it though.
You
Yeah,
burned
Guys
down
are
another
still in the
forest.
corner.
I can't remember how many healing surges y'all lost from it, but anyway, that happened. So that's where we are now. And you guys have, you guys are, you haven't set up camp yet. This was just, on your way there. As you traverse through the swamp, I mean, it's like, this is where the new session starts. You are traversing through the swamp. And as you're going along, you see a tree next to what appears to be a peat bog. This isn't like, this isn't just like swamp water. This is like really icky vegetable matter that's been piled up. And there's a large tree with a branch sticking out, and on the branch there are 3 chains that go into the water, and they're all being like they're all linked by a single falchion that's been staked into the ground. What do you do?
Okay.
That seems significant. Let's head in the opposite direction.
Yes, exactly.
This looks
Okay.
scary. Let's leave.
Hey,
It's scary
gang,
us.
stealth checks. He'll
Let's
never
just set the
notice
swamp
us.
on fire.
Badoosh. Oh, I'm as visible as the night.
Yes.
I
Quite
could make a
so.
stealth check, and even if I botched it,
Ditto.
you still wouldn't see me.
Because there's lots of stuff to hide behind here.
Yes.
I could roll a 2 and you wouldn't find me.
I'll stay back here.
Yeah.
Actually, what's happening is Hemik and Grungar are trying to hide behind each other.
That's
You would
terrible.
think that would work for Hemik.
Yeah, but then Grongar tries to hide behind him, so they keep rubber banding off each other. It's really
Exactly.
sad looking. It's like leapfrog.
Uh,
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you guys start trying to hide around stuff. Now what?
I'll go closer to the thing.
Okay. All right. You notice that the first, like, there's 3 chains. The first chain on your far right is not connected to anything. The second chain appears to have like a little lid connected to it, but nothing below that. And the third chain appears to have a lid and then something sinking below the surface.
A lid and something sinking below.
It's a
the
lid
surface.
and something attached to the lid. You assume a container, a large container of some type.
Okay.
This, I mean, like big. This is like the lid to this thing is steel, and it's about 2 feet across.
Obviously, this is a primitive bathysphere. Someone is diving.
Actually, no, it's bigger than 2 feet across. Sorry, it's gonna be a little bit bigger than that. I'm gonna say it's about a yard in diameter.
So I guess I move up all the way to the next to the chains.
Mm-hmm.
I just look around and I just signal everyone else to come on up.
Yeah, but granted, you can't get too close because it is in the peat bog.
Right.
So, I guess what would it be to see if we know what this might be?
Try dungeoneering check, maybe.
Engineering. I'll roll it anyways, although I think Hemik's the only one who has it trained.
Knowledge swamp.
Yeah, but I don't have wisdom anyway.
Because this isn't natural, so it's not really a nature check.
But nothing. Well, I
And it
was.
looks-
There's my dungeoneering.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe like. No,
It-
never mind.
Oh no. Explain. Do you have another check you might want to do?
Well, I was gonna think the basic setup sounds like some old kind of like thing you would do to a prisoner. So maybe like a history check for finding of having
Okay.
read accounts of that.
Okay, try.
Cause I don't know, that's just what I'm thinking about. so.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Okay, yeah, that's actually plenty enough. And the DC was a little harder for the history check, but yes. So anyway, you would assume this is a large punishment box of some type. Orcs generally use them, but usually they would hang them. They would hang them from the walls of their forts. This is a little bit odd that it's sunk into the ground like that, but there's no real walls around here.
Okay.
And
She'll
they're
say
made
that while
of
looking at
of
it.
wrought iron.
Okay. She'll say that while looking at it.
Okay.
Grengar asks in his deep voice, which I'm not going to do today. Should I pull it up?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
with my mighty voice. But yeah,
Oh
go.
my.
Oh my.
Then
Yes,
I'm going to rip out
whenever
its
you
heart
don't
to
have,
make
whenever
up.
you don't, yes, yes. Well, I should probably pull this out of the ground.
Yeah, I know.
Captain.
But
Oh
I do
my.
ask, like, well, should I pull it? Try to grab one and change and pull this thing out of the bog?
Might as
Matthias
well
just
should.
shrugs.
If it's a zombie,
Okay.
we'll just kill it again.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Maybe
wrought
it's a
iron.
large edible animal.
Yeah, it's wrought iron and it's in a peat bog. This is gonna take a concerted effort.
Um,
And a
to
chain is wrapped around the branch, and then the end of the chain is anchored to the ground with the use of a falchion that's just been jammed kind of into the ground and into like the root, like a root system of the tree.
to attempt to give myself a bonus to this, because this is gonna be a flat strength check, right?
Yeah, it's flat change check.
Okay. Could I ask someone who has, I don't know, a better sense of either perception or nature, maybe like footing for me? Because this is a bog, so I imagine my footing naturally isn't that great. So somewhere I can really get a good set myself and then start pulling.
The other side of the tree?
Yeah, anybody roll a perception check just to give them a bonus, and we'll see
That's-
how like the DC of the like how far the perception check beats the DC will determine how much of a bonus he gets.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh,
Ba, 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 ba. Well,
Uh,
it is such
That
terrible
squishy
footing.
spot over there. That looks good.
okay, Ash. So what character are you rolling now?
Well, if your feet sink in, I mean, you're probably at better footing.
Oh, here goes nothing. Hey!
All right, you're
17.
able to start lifting this thing up out of the water, and you hear the branch above cracking as the chain is, because the chain's been looped around it once, so you know the chain is grinding along the branch. So roll a dexterity check just to give it a little bit of finesse to see if you just okay, that's good enough. Yeah, okay, you're able to give it enough finesse to where you don't crack the branch.
Thank
As this
God
thing starts-
Grongar's secondary is the dexterity.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh my god, I'm glad this Grunga.
Actually,
So-
those should be higher because my level modifier's not in there. So that's 22 and 19.
All right. Well, yeah, you're doing good. You're slowly pulling this thing up out of the ground. Granted, the tree's giving you a little bit of leverage because of it, because you know the tree branch is looped. It's looped around the tree branch, but you're pulling it and pulling it, and this thing's popping up out of the ground. You swear it's this huge cylinder. It's 3 feet wide and like at least 7 foot tall.
So it's just like an inch or two shorter than me.
Yeah, it's insane. You assume this thing is insanely heavy, but you're slowly but surely pulling it up out of the ground. And as it comes to a head, you assume it's 7 feet, but it's not completely out of the bog. As it comes to a head, you notice like the little straps for the gasket on top of this thing start to crack as its weight is no longer supported properly, and it sways out to the side on one end and just pops open and falls back down into the bog. But the lid's off. Now it's just the lid hanging there and the thing is off. Meanwhile, Ash, you have been trapped inside a cylinder for the past few days. You were helping an orc raiding party who were trying to find arcane valuables at a nearby fortress. And you were seeking this rumor, but on the way there, you guys ran out of food, and with the help of a large ogre, they jammed you in there and were going to let you weaken before they tried killing you, so you wouldn't fight back. You were disarmed, shoved into this giant cylinder, and have been in there for I'm gonna say 2 days. I want you to roll. I want you to roll just a flat, just one endurance check. Real
Okay.
quick.
Hey, Cintiq. It's probably a zombie. You should throw some fire in there. Do it.
Oh god. I don't know how I took so long to find endurance.
Funny you said
16.
that. Been considering
Okay.
that.
Let's see here. You
Throw some
you
fire.
you would have
Make sure it's not a
lost.
zombie.
Yeah, you would have lost 3 healing surges.
Okay. Well
Better
then,
safe than sorry.
I'm glad I trained endurance.
Yeah, it could have been worse. So, all right. Yeah, a couple days have passed, and suddenly, in your weakened state, you feel something kind of jerk you around, and you wake up. You come to, and you feel as though you are being lifted. And suddenly, you hear the sound of creaking metal as the lid of this thing starts to break off, and you fall out into the peat bog, and you are stuck in the peat bog. And you look over, and you see a few people on the shoreline.
Well, I'm gonna climb out.
Yeah, as you climb out, you are now stuck in the peat bog, and
It looks pretty emaciated. Looks like a zombie.
you're kind of slipping. Yeah, well, not
Oh,
just
great.
slipping, you're sinking.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look over at these complete strangers and just be like, "You, who are you?"
Oh, there's
With the
someone
people
in
who
there.
just saved you from that contraption.
There's it's a minotaur, guys. It speaks common.
How well known are Minotaur and
They're generally part of the barbarian horde. They're not very common, but I mean, you know of them. They're large, scary, brutish creatures that supplement the forces of the barbarian hordes.
So basically the same thing as bugbears.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's basically like as
Yeah,
common
bugbears
as
is
bears.
worse. I mean,
Unfortunately,
come on.
unfortunately, they don't have a. They're beast folk. They kind of like to you, Grungar. They're beast folk in a similar way to gnolls, where they're useful, but they kind of chattel. You know they get in. They generally aren't goblinoid and they aren't orc, so you just kind of snub your nose at them sometimes.
That's
Well,
why I mentioned
goblinoids in general do. You might not.
there was a joke. There was a joke way back in one of the sessions where like getting hit by he makes friendly fire is like getting hit fighting with a minotaur. So I understand.
Yeah, that is true.
I know I've fought with them before.
Matthias is
Against
just.
and besides.
Oh, that is right. That is right. Okay. Yeah,
Matthias,
you've
are you
tangled with
okay?
Minotaur.
Are you okay down there? He's just
Uh,
genuinely surprised to find anything down there.
Well, Tarkus, roll an athletics check to see if you can swim. See if you are okay down there. And since you're not trained, it's a strength mod plus half your level.
See. Wait, who's rolling?
You are
Me?
to see if
Okay.
you can swim because it's a peat bog. It's not regular water.
I hope he's better than Volsung.
Oh god. You're not sinking, but you're not moving.
Oh, great. Well, I'm not sinking. That's good. And I'm not Volsung, so that's even better.
Grungar, throw him the lid.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Just roll it and hits
You
me in
should-
the face.
You should ask him his story now while he's kind of stuck there. What an advantageous position, you know? Looks like he can tread swamp for a little while.
Fair enough.
So, stranger, what were you doing in there?
Well, some goblins decided that I looked rather
Orcs.
edible. Well, goblins, orcs, they're all the same. I don't care. They don't like me. I don't
All
like
those
them.
goblin folk, they're the same.
There they are.
Annoying.
You don't like me. Hey. No. Those orcs, they decided that I looked rather edible after, we ran out of rations. No, nothing to eat out in the swamp. Unless you're into eating snails. Disgusting.
You were, and you know you
Yeah,
weren't
who would ever
you
eat
weren't the only one
snails?
they put
Jeez.
into. You weren't the only one they put in storage either. There were a couple. There were a couple wounded ones.
So who are you then? Unless if you're not with the goblins, I'd appreciate some help getting out of here. And I said goblins again, but I don't care.
Oh,
I'm not in a mood to be reasonable. Goblins or orcs.
oh, looks like you were shanghaied in there pretty easily. Can you fight when you're not caught by surprise?
I don't know if this counts as surprise. But, well, it looks like that falchion over there would be useful, so yeah, I
Hey,
can help.
yeah, Ash looks like Zero Awakening gets your Dark Souls reference.
Yep. It was Zero. It was unintentional. I gave him black iron armor, and then I needed to think of a name. So I looked at Dark Souls, and it was there. So, but yeah. So yeah, Tarkus will help if he has a weapon, which conveniently there is a weapon nearby.
Oh well, probably help to have someone else. Grunger, you're the one who can usually do this. You should probably be the one to help him.
Okay. Do you, Grungar? Dare you? He's thinking about it.
Hmm.
Yes or no?
I was muted because I was eating. Anyways,
Grungar was eating the rest of the rations he had.
He's munching on a piece
Is
of
it-
snail.
anyways,
The mini-
while you guys were
He starts
talking,
debating
because
when we do that. I'm sorry.
while you guys were talking to while you guys were talking, I would have kept pulling the basically trying to get the chain off the branch because it's only wrapped
Yeah,
around
yeah.
once, right?
Yeah.
So I would have done that, and now I'm gonna actually just toss the chain with the lid still attached to it, so you can use it as a big thing to grab onto
Okay.
towards him.
He's not that far out there, but I want you to make a dexterity check real quick, just as you toss it out there.
Okay.
Throw it like a boomer. Wait, no, you throw it like a frisbee and it just hits me in the head.
Whoops.
It actually does hit you in the head. Hits you right in the snout.
Just gonna. Oh god, he's just gonna like burn in pain from the recoil and just be like, "Hey, what the hell?"
Grunger, you don't have issues
Sorry.
with Minotaurs, do you? Okay. Bad aim.
Grungar has
Grungar,
tangled
not
with
good.
Minotaurs.
Yeah, I don't have issues with them. I care about them as much as every other race in the Scourge.
So not that much.
Yeah, basically. My main concern is, are you trying to kill me? No? Okay, we're good.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess he grabs on. Do I start pulling? Do I need to make a check now?
Go ahead and make another strength check.
Oh dear. We're testing how...
And Tarkus, make a strength check to doggy paddle.
Try strength check. Oh wait, no. You crit your strength check. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I did.
Let's see, strength check.
So if you don't doggy paddle correctly, I'm basically dragging you through it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah. Between the doggy paddling and Grungar pulling, you guys are able to pull him to the shore just fine. And he stands up. And how tall are you, Grungar?
I'm 7'2".
Okay. How tall is Tarkus?
7'5".
Is that including the horns or not including the horns?
I'm
I have no idea.
His horns
I'm
are
as
curved
big as a
downward.
bugbear is allowed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarkus stands up and he's a couple inches higher than you. And Tarkus, you are in your armor, but you don't have your special halberd. But you do see the falchion over there that was anchoring you to the tree.
Well, would I know if the goblins? The goblins. Fuck. Would I know if the orcs,
They're racist.
because I've been traveling with them for a while. Would I know if they'd be smart enough to move camp? They probably would, considering.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. They're in a camp, and you knew where they were. It's not necessarily heavily fortified, but there's only two ways into it from as far as you knew. There's a couple little bits of wall and a little bit of a slope, and you can track your way to it mainly because there's a large number of ogre footprints back and forth.
Okay. So, seems that the orcs I was with decided that, well, my valuables would be no use to me after they'd dealt with me, so I'd like to go pay them back and get my stuff back. Which way were you going? Were you leaving the swamp? Because I could use some help if you feel like it.
We're traveling west through the swamp to get to.
That is where the camp is located.
I guess it's on the way, but how big is this camp we're talking here?
There were several, it was a fairly big war party when you got out into the swamp, and it slowly thinned its way out, but it's still, you know, the sort of de facto leader at this point is a insane ogrelon. Like, that's why like half the people have died on the way, because these things are so gung-ho and completely stupid. But just by power of brute strength, it made itself the leader.
Sounds like Grungar's drill sergeant. Ugh.
And you do have you're pretty sure that the ogre is still around, because you could hear screams as he took away the other casks.
Yeah, so I tell everyone that.
But yeah, you're pretty sure there's several head of orc there still.
If they took your valuables, does that mean they also have valuables?
Well, I didn't really have a mind to ask them. They didn't seem like they wanted to talk much. They just decided to kill everything they saw. So, well, I guess some might, but it's not a guarantee.
Well, it doesn't sound like they have any rations we could use.
Yeah, you're left in the hands of that ogrelon. Your expedition was kind of foobar.
So
And the problem is, Tarkus, I think you talked too much when it came to trying to guide them, because you actually are trained in nature.
Orgons don't like words that, well, 4 letters or more, or sentences that are more than 2 words.
Yeah.
You kept insulting goblins in front
Like
of
a
them.
half orc, half ogre, an ogrelon. That's just, well, that breeds all kind of stupid. They're really smart and half the strength of an ogre, or have the full strength of an ogre and completely stupid like an orc.
So
He mentioned Ogrelon, right?
Yeah.
At that, I guess Grungar ears perk up, because the story behind his maul is he fought off an ogre and got it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, ooh, another ogre. I'm down.
Yeah. And there is an actual full-blood ogre in that war party as well.
So yeah, he's like a little puppy ready for a fight.
Okay. Let me go ahead and, do you want to try to make this stealthy as you approach the camp, or what?
Oh, probably.
I'll make sure I get my falchion. I don't want to forget it.
Yeah.
We should be able to, avoid patrols or anything, at least, with knowledge.
Also,
Is the chain that his falchion was attached to, is it still usable? Is it?
Yeah,
Not-
it's perfectly good chain.
Yay, we're gonna add another chain to our party. Woo! Always
It's
have rope
actually
and chain.
it's actually 3 lengths of chain. You got to remember, because there were 3
three
different
things.
casks. So yeah.
Oh, that's
there's
fine.
3
I can
lengths of
carry
chain.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of the chain. Let's make sure to keep that.
Okay.
If
One-
it is
2, 3.
I
It's gonna be my
guess
personal stash.
if this is a war party, do we want to first see if we can maybe pick off? Oh no, they're probably not gonna have really good guards because they're orcs.
Oh, you mean they're gonna have like little scout groups sent out? Doesn't sound like it, with the main leader being all gung ho and like treating it like some grand army versus.
No, he's not treating it like a grand army. It's a rabble. It's, by gung ho, I mean he just kept pushing forward through the swamp, and guys fell off left and right as they went along.
Yeah, like I was thinking like a war band, but he's not thinking like, oh, I should send scouts ahead to make sure safe
No.
pass and stuff. No, he's not doing that at all. Probably.
No, it's just one big line of them just kind of walked through the swamp.
Right. So
It's a rabble.
Grungar tells them, I know how they fight. Trust me, we won't have anyone to pick off.
Ah, pity. Okay. I guess
Which
Grungar and Hemik will want to stealth forward. Maybe scout? Question mark?
I'll stealth ahead. Sure, I can't see shit, but I'll stealth ahead.
Fine.
Okay. You guys approach the camp. Well, you know what you assume was the camp. You see maybe an orc or two like walk by way off in the distance. There's a small wall that you think you can hide behind.
Can we survey the whole area, see if there's what guards there are and what entrances there might be?
Well, from this end, there is one entrance, and it's kind of a choke point.
Okay.
You don't think they meant it on purpose, but there is
No.
a choke point there.
Does it look like there are any other entrances or any particular guards?
There's some very thick woods off to the
Okay, so
north.
that at least would be able to sneak up closer without being seen.
Yeah.
But that would take probably.
It would take a lot
too
longer.
much. Were there any guards at the entrance, or are they just kind of milling around?
They're milling around, but just kind of looking back and forth.
Okay.
You don't think they're purposefully? You don't think they posted sentries? It's just guys, looking around.
Yeah. Okay, and we'd be able to return and tell everyone this.
Okay.
Yes.
I
This was anything you want to ask?
was gonna ask, how many? I'm gonna ask the Minotaur. How many of them have like ranged abilities or some type of archer or something that are left? Would you remember?
All right, Tarkus. When you may have had some archers early on, but they quickly fell behind, and their usefulness ran out in the thickly wooded areas. Most of their bows probably rotted away. Like the bowstrings and stuff got too damp and just snapped. So pretty much everybody's carrying hatchets and stuff at this point.
Okay, well, I tell them that. They didn't prepare very well.
So what Grungar's thinking was, how about we use their own choke point against them then, using our melee fighters. Having Hemik and Grungar try to close in quietly as much to that choke point before they can.
So you stand right in the way. I jump in and out, hit things. Everyone else throw stuff at them from range.
Throw stuff at range and also fill in whatever extra gaps. Because I don't know if they outnumber us, but assuming they are, or there's big guys, I'd rather.
White Wizard could be mid-range support. You could move in if he needs to cover some extra space.
Right, basically that's what it is. So Grungar is like, and they're probably going to be stupid and charge us. So let's use their own choke point against them so we don't get surrounded.
Tarkus, I'm sure you're thrilled that you're in a group that uses strategy.
He's probably
this is the first time we ever have.
He's probably mildly amused the bugbear is using strategy. I was special forces.
Yeah, that is true. You were special forces. Of course, you think, Grungar, you think like a hobgoblin.
Oh yeah.
Well, when we say special forces, we mean other kind of special.
The emphasis is not on the forces part, so we'll just say that.
Special forces.
Well, yeah, their strategies consisted of sneak up as close as possible and then charge in. That's
As opposed to just charge in
yeah. We had
Two-step
one
plan.
and get killed by the artillery.
exactly. So okay.
Also, you were specifically trained to kill mages.
So I know how to close into a target.
You have to you have outsmarted several mages before with your stealth and cunning. So,
Look over there. What? Smack.
That's because, like, what wizard trains perception? But
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like,
And most of your guardsmen are just assume you've incinerated everything.
And are really incompetent. Grumble, grumble.
So,
all right,
is that the strategy?
yeah, I'm gonna copy your tokens onto this Next map. Hey, stop moving! I got a copy.
Okay, well I wanted to move it so it'd be easier for you to.
No, because I have to individually, because those little token things there for the locations.
Oh, that's right, they're on the token layer too.
So I just shift click all of your tokens. So hang on a sec.
So I guess while we're doing this, we should kind of explain why we did suddenly add a player to the campaign. Which
Yeah.
is for the Twitch recording. We didn't. The campaign that came before this, Galatz, was what Ash was in. But then his internet was out for, what was it, 3 months? No, longer.
7, yeah, 7 months.
7, yeah.
It's been that long. Wow.
Yeah, this is back around Thanksgiving when this happened.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
23rd of November.
Yep.
It is such a horrible day. You remember the exact date.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
That
a
was the
traumatic
day my life
experience
ended.
for all of us.
So
Yeah.
he was our original fifth member.
Yeah, because he was the second
Our
one-shot who stuck around like
defender.
I did. Did we
Yeah,
do it
I had guest spots on the original in the other campaign,
Which is cool.
and well, some of like sometimes we would have them like stick around and stuff just because it would be like we'd be short a man or someone would not be able to make it because we're doing this campaign at like midnight, or someone would get a job that would make it where they were like on the weekends.
Mhm.
And so to replace that person, I would bring in like guest spots, like if somebody couldn't make it, or if I just wanted to add a new like element to the game for a little while. And it would be one of those things where, well, someone's going to be leaving permanently. Would you like to fill this position? And it worked out.
Because originally it was Arrow, because Arrow is a parody.
Yeah.
He's obviously a parody of Arrow, even though not played by Michael Sheen. But
Yes.
yeah, I played him for a bit, and he always used Chaos Bolt because it was the best thing he had. Except for when we pushed what were those creatures that were in that one room that we just kept pushing back in?
The growls.
The
Yeah, the
Grells.
Grells. Yeah, they tried to get out. We just
Yeah.
I think Arrow kept them in for like 2 turns.
There was going to be something really cool like that MacGuffin that you were trying to get was actually a soul larva your sister was like being ransomed, and you were gonna you were having to get this, and you didn't even know what it was, but this jar contained a soul larva which people were going to use to feed to a lesser demon to make him a greater demon.
Wow. And then after I joined, I played Volsung, who was great. Like I don't know, he was like a defender, controller, he oh my god, it was insane. Like he
Was
hit
the
everything.
awesome dragon breath.
Yeah, he hit everything, and then he marked everything with his dragon breath, and then he could do another thing where he marked everything, and it was crazy.
But he had one curse, one gigantic curse. Well, 2 actually. Besides skill check fails, his second curse was he either rolled high on damage and didn't hit, or hit and rolled like a 2 on damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
That was
So
his curse.
I'm glad he wasn't a striker. I'm glad
Okay,
he could just hit hits
the
and-
map is random encounter, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was mentioned on the stream before that his biggest weakness was a river.
Yeah,
I don't see random encounter. Is it visible?
he fell in the river was like what 10 feet wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fell
I don't
into-
think the random encounter is visible.
Yeah, it's not. I gotta make it visible. Hang on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, apparently, I hear bad stuff happened. Some
Yeah.
a party member died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophia died.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, "I've had it," and they left.
Yeah. What's gonna happen is if we ever do that campaign again, it's gonna be like kind of a time skip where it's the bad things had just started, so it's like gonna be a time skip where y'all are Paragon,
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
and if we ever do it
Sophia
again,
is,
that would be how I'd do it, just to
Sophia?
kind of make up for lost time and y'all not having to retread,
The same ground.
Yeah.
Sophia could totally come back as a revenant.
No, I've got something down. I'm actually bringing in her sister. I had that as a backup character, who is a halberd wielding warlord. So
Yeah.
basically, another strength woman character.
All right. All right, should be up now. And what's going on is Grungar and Hemek are ahead of the party a little bit. They're next to this wall, and the rest of the party is at the back.
I don't think we can see anything.
Hang on.
It's like random planned encounter. What?
Try that. You see now?
That's better.
I'm loading the map still, so we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Can you see?
Out of curiosity, does anyone know about the Dynasty Warrior games?
I know that I want to
Yeah.
eventually get the Legend of Zelda one when it's released, but
That would
I've
be
never
interesting.
played them.
I have them, and it's based on kind of the Romance of Three Kingdoms, which is a romance
Mhm.
Kind of
version of the
based
real
being
things.
the
Kind of this arena thing where you just fight a bunch of guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a beat 'em up basically. But this
Like
the thing is this whole idea of we'll just lure them into their own thing was because I've been playing the game lately, and there's a stage where you gotta basically hold off an army at a bridge. So I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
works.
Aryan, would you?
I've been playing 8.
Yeah, Aryan,
Yes.
did you sneak ahead with
High
the
five.
rest of the group?
No.
Okay, you're back here then.
I am still loading, but it's 19 out of 23. 21 out of 23.
Yeah, you guys are all at the far back.
And I will.
It's just like that's kind of quasi the number of feet you had to go, so that's why everybody's at the far back of that little slot there.
Where would the entrance to this be? Is it on the bottom, or
It's right here.
or is it right in?
It's this thing. It was like
Okay, it's
like
just
you're
an
going
entrance
that
to
way.
the general area, and this is where the wall is.
Yeah, and the wall is right here. It's just a little wall,
Okay.
and then it kind of opens up. It's
Okay, that's all I wanted.
it's
to
it's a
say.
it's a tangled mess. I made this map really quick.
That's fine.
Okay, so hopefully, because I have bad flashbacks of another game I was in where my Avenger ran ahead and he got surrounded by 9 orcs and clubbed unconscious.
Well, that's why I'm using their choke point. I'm hoping to
Yeah.
engage 3
You
or 4.
want to engage your defender aura, Grungar?
Yeah, we're assuming it's always on. I
Yeah.
just gotta turn it on.
Yeah, I just messing with you. All right.
My red zone of don't you dare.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want
I
to
wanna
get in a
shift
surprise
back.
round, or are you just gonna start?
Surprise round. Would this affect our other teammates?
Could I
Not
sneak
really. It's.
along with the rest?
Do you want to roll a stealth check, Aryan?
Sure.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can stack
They're
up.
with us. Okay.
And how high is the wall? Just
It's about 5 foot high.
okay.
It's like 5 foot high, assuming 5 foot wide.
I just imagine.
Well, it's more like 10, 12, 15.
I just imagine that, even I'm not going to attempt a stealth check because mine's 1.
Oh,
But no, I just imagine if I attempted one and
I-
botched it
oh.
or something. I try and sneak up to the
Yeah,
wall.
actually,
but,
it is. It is high. It is higher than 5 foot. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's about
No, I
8
was-
foot high.
Yeah, it's
God,
high
if-
enough.
I was like 5 foot. Damn, Grungar's having a hard time hiding. He's
Imagine Tarkus would be sneaking under, trying to hide underneath it, and his horns are just sticking up above it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right. Well, anyway, so yeah, I guess
Sure,
yeah. On a
surprise
surprise round, you get exactly 1 action.
Grungar's will be. Well, should we roll initiative now? I
Initiative.
guess.
Yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Everyone's in the thing. Ooh. I rolled
Bonk.
middling for initiative.
Where's my
Say it ain't so.
Oh.
10?
That's strange.
Sadiq and
You either
Grungar
roll
rolled
really
the
well,
same
or I
thing.
roll a 2.
I'm gonna assume I had the
Oh,
higher.
there's my 1. There it is.
That's 19. That's not right. I am not that fast.
5.02.
I think we had a bunch of 10s.
Yeah, you think?
Mm.
Yeah, let me just sort this bad boy.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the White Wizard's dex is higher than mine.
Yeah.
I had a.
All right. Well, anyway, whoever Grungar, Hemic, and White Wizard can make a surprise action.
Just want to, because I don't even see anything to attack. I'm thinking I'm just going to like move and
I
stuff.
see one little guy around the corner here. That's what I can see with my vision. An orc drudge too. I am.
I could range attack to make them come to us.
You can do that.
You can
Grungar's going to
attempt.
be able to block off most of that area.
Yeah.
Because we do have a really nice chokehold over here.
I'm going to move back into the trees into cover.
Okay.
I imagine we'll kill one
And
of you
only move 2 squares. You could keep your old stealth check.
Okay, that's 24 then instead.
Are you gonna take a shot first?
I don't have range.
No, White Wizard.
White Wizard. Yeah.
I imagine we'll kill one and the others will not, like, they'll notice, but then they'll just go back to doing whatever they're doing.
Like,
Oh, he's
what's
dead.
that?
Hey,
Must have
Jim
been-
just
must have
dropped
been-
dead.
It must have been
Oh, yes,
Frost.
it must have been the wind.
What was that noise?
The Metal Gear Solid sound.
Yeah.
Hmm?
They all get question marks and then wander off in another direction.
Or the
Yeah, it's just a
Skyrim.
It's just a
They
box.
just keep. They're all chattering, but they just keep repeating the same things over and over and over again.
Ah,
Oh no, it's like Skyrim where you're all sneaking, so they all come over here to see where that came from, but they notice us instead. They walk right past you.
always skulking in the shadow.
Always crouching.
Okay, this is on Orkdridge 1.
Uh,
Well,
And this
reflex.
is combat advantage.
Does it have combat advantage added to it?
It does. He is not aware
Okay.
of you, so yes.
I mean,
I didn't
on
add it in.
Oh, okay, that exactly hits.
Yay!
An Eldritch Bolt flies just like right into this thing's face. It drops dead,
Okay.
and suddenly you hear a bunch of orcs going
And
barking orders. Anybody speak giant?
Giant? Do I
Yep.
speak giant?
I think
Speak
I
goblin.
do.
Anybody?
I
well,
speak giant.
Okay. White Wizard. You just hear.
I know this language of the people I
Yes.
enslaved. I mean,
You hear an orcish slur, which roughly translates to magic user. That's the nicest translation you can think of.
Oh, they're being nice about it then.
No. This is the nicest translation for this slur.
Oh god.
Anyway,
it's more like magic user, as in used as a drug user in a very violent term.
all right,
And Grungar will total defense.
all right, okay.
Effective
start-
26.
Yeah,
This will actually translate
start
to
see-
accurately
you
to,
start
like,
seeing,
floppy hat.
you start seeing guys moving along around to the back side of the wall. This one moves here. You start hearing the rustle and bustle of critters moving up. Okay. Next up, it's Hemic.
I don't want to fight him. I'm gonna hold. He's too far away.
Right. Okay. Around the corner, you see a large orc walk right here. And he stands there and looks at you, Grungar, and starts cracking his neck, and he's wielding a glaive.
At that, Grungar starts spinning his not twirling it in the circle, but spinning it I wish I
Yeah.
could show you, but you get what I mean. I'm like,
Yeah. You're like. Yeah. It's that kind of clockwise motion, like you're winding up for you're a pitcher winding up. I know what you're talking about.
right. I'm like, oh, mine's technically bigger. I just don't use the how would it look? I guess the maul is just huge. That's why it
Yeah.
does so much damage.
All right. White Wizard.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do another Eldritch Blast on Orc Savage 4.
Okay. As you target or Orc Savage 4. Okay, never mind. Okay, go for it. Yeah, that hits.
Same damage.
And I'm doing super minions now, so yeah. So he's bloodied by that.
So super minions take 2 hits to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Certain
bloodied
minions
by
are
their
super
first hit,
minions.
and then they killed by the second.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it with all of them, but certain ones.
Yeah. I think...
Yeah.
Drudges go down.
No,
in
it's
one.
warriors that are the basically upgraded versions of drudges. That's basically what I did when I used orcs, was drudges were minions and orc warriors were super minions.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, you bloody the Orc Savage 4. Anything else? Because that is really a good idea.
Oh, it's pretty cool, yeah.
And plus it gives them the bloodied
Yeah.
key, so certain things can happen based on that.
Yeah.
I will move over here. And
Okay.
that's it.
All right. Tarkus.
Okay, so before I do anything, I need to double check what bonuses to AC do I get. I've got the shield bonus from.
Just a 1.
Just
Yeah.
the one.
Snack.
That's it.
Shield.
What about standing in the aura though? What does that do?
In my aura?
That's
Yeah.
bad for
That's just bad for
enemies.
enemies.
Okay, yeah, I was just double checking. Right, okay, because only
enemies.
I saw in your...
It's basically everyone around there is marked. In the
Yeah.
aura is affected by a mark, basically.
Yeah. Well, subject
I
to the
saw-
defender aura. Quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Yeah, because I saw +2 from the aura on the token, so I was just like, okay.
Oh, that's only for Grungar.
Yes.
When I have it on,
I
I get +2.
I had a feeling. So should I just put 20 on my token's AC then?
If you want to.
Okay.
Or you could put like 19 plus 1.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably for the best.
Yeah,
That way it avoids confusion.
There we go. 19 plus 1. Okay, right. So let's see. Where are they? I could charge them all. No, that wouldn't.
You need to have some kind of awesome one-liner before you pop out an attack, though.
Here comes a rail splitter.
So,
That was
no,
Abraham.
you just kind of
that was
pop
the
out.
ghost.
You
that
just
was
kind of
the ghost
walk out.
Abraham Lincoln.
You just kind of walk out, hit him with an attack, and say, "Eat this."
Hey, you!
You
Well, I'm gonna.
suck.
So the White Wizard moves. So I could have stood below Grungar and they would have both got a thing. But no, I'm gonna move up to. I haven't got my reach weapon, so I'd have to. I'm gonna move up to there. Like, can I?
Yeah.
Is it? Or can I move 5?
5 with your scale armor.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Well, I'm going to move up to there and then just shift to there as my standard because I don't have any ranged. Stupid.
Yeah.
Took halberd. Dumb. And then let's see. Minor action. Could I do anything? Not really. So yeah, I'm going to end there.
Okay.
Now they can't get past.
All right. And now for the drudges. Hop, 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 hop. That one
No,
moves
did-
there. And
did
it's
they-
charged.
I was just wondering, like, do the orcs have any reaction to seeing me?
Well, as you pop up, they do. It's more of a look of traitor almost. Like, you brought them here.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you traitor. Yes.
Trader's food supply.
Anyway, the orc drudge 2 charges at Grungar.
Well, at least I'm not a hypocrite.
Come on. Darn it. Hang on. Sorry. This computer's a little slower.
Nope.
I assume that it doesn't hit. Oh, that's right. Total defense, and you got that defensive thing going on. That's
I
It's
have
one.
a plus.
yeah, it's insane.
You're like 25 right now, aren't you?
I'm at 26.
26. Okay.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna drop out of the call real quick. Or I'm gonna call on hold. Hold on.
Okay.
You know, saying hippo reminded me of a feat in 3.5 in the Sandstorm book. It's a feat you can only get if you've beaten a hippo in combat, and it basically means it's something like hippos will not attack you unless they are magically controlled to do so. It's like really it revolves completely around hippos.
That's beautiful.
I don't
Do you encounter
You'll never
hippos
use it
that
in your
often?
life, but one
That's
time you
wonderful.
will use it.
I
It will
don't
be
know.
awesome.
It's just in the Sandstorm book. For in the extra feat, it's just about hippos, and I don't. And the prerequisites, you have to have beaten a hippo in combat.
Is
I
this
am now-
single combat
I
or
am
group
now
combat?
King
Yeah,
Hippo.
single combat. You
Bow
challenge
to
the hippo
me.
to a duel.
Let's see if I can quickly find it.
How did the other hippos know
Does that count for King
whether
Hippo
you've
too?
killed?
Yeah, King Hippo from Punch Out.
It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I've got. Let's see. I'll bring it up. And see if there's anything
What
else
about
about
were
it.
hippos?
Okay.
Actually, where hippos would be kind of amazing.
All right. Well, anyway, Grungar's up. Paul's not back yet, but.
Yeah, you have to be a patron of a certain god who's the god of hippos, and you have to have defeated one in single combat.
That's just stupid.
Benefit: hippopotami cannot attack you unless they are magically compelled. In addition, if you possess the turn or rebuke undead class feature, you can rebuke and command hippopotami as an evil cleric rebukes or commands undead.
And I'm back.
Oh my god!
Are there
I
a
come
lot
back
of
to laughter.
hippos in this campaign?
Turn
I don't know.
hippos.
It's just the dead. It's just the
Instead of
Sandstorm
turn
book.
dead, it's turn hippos.
Yeah, but I'm just like, are there are you
Rebuke
going to be
hippo.
encountering a large
You
number of
bad
hippos
hippo.
in a
Don't do
particular
that.
campaign setting? I'm just
I
wondering.
don't know.
Honestly, it might be worth it to have it wasted for almost
Just-
the entire campaign for the one time hippos show up. Be like, hey guys, guess
Yeah.
what? Turn
I think it'd be
hippos!
worth it to base an entire
I have
campaign
come-
around this.
Yes. Yes, the
Or like a
campaign.
recurring villain who has this feat.
Yes.
I have
It's
returned to hippos. What?
yeah. There's a feat in the Sandstorm rulebook for 3.5 where basically, if you worship a certain deity and you defeat a hippo in single combat, you get a feat which lets you which makes it so that hippos cannot attack you unless they're magically compelled, and you can rebuke and control hippos like rebuke undead.
See, this would be amazing for the character I had once planned out, who is a paladin who uses a hippo as a mount.
Oh no.
I don't even know why they were allowed
And
to
that
write
mount-
this feat.
And that mount was the one you defeated in single combat.
Exactly.
It was
Oh,
just
that
this
makes
wrestling
sense.
match.
How does
He
character
knows
actually
who
work?
he knows who's boss.
Combined wrestling match.
Yes.
I didn't even know why they
All
were
right, but
allowed to write.
anyway, it's your turn, Paul.
Okay. I'm going to shift up there using Stalk and Strike and hit Drudge 3.
Tell the other hippos what you saw.
Yes.
The
For sure.
Dredge explodes.
Yes.
And hey, other Drudge. Boom.
He's dead. Nice. Oh cool. And oh cool. It didn't kill the White Wizard. That's
No,
awesome.
I didn't touch anyone.
Yeah, now you are berserking. So no more defender aura.
That's right. I forget that activates it.
And just like Ash, we kind of house ruled it. Like anytime you use a primal attack power, period, it will end your defender aura, as opposed to using any primal barbarian attack power.
Is his berserker's defender aura?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Whenever a berserker barbarian uses a primal barbarian attack power, they lose their defender aura. We just expanded it to any primal attack power. Vicious Assault is primal and an attack power.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fine. We have a choke point anyway, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
good. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now I get to hit stuff with extra damage.
Oh.
Funsies.
This orc guy, what is his aura? Do we get to know?
You'll know it when you see it.
When I get stuck in it.
It really doesn't. It really. You'll see. It
I wouldn't-
like
I want to.
it's for my. It's just for my own reminder in my head.
I wouldn't quite.
I don't know if I want to take my turn here and move and hit him and hide again.
Well, it's Cintique's turn, so
Well, I have my turn held, but
unless you want to do something else, Grangar, it's
Well,
Cintique's turn.
I'm going to say at least the general positions of everything I can see now.
Yeah.
For you guys, it might still be darkness, but there's guys like this. There's a guy here. Okay, the guy around the corner. That's probably what you can't see for the most part, all of you.
Yeah, Cintique, you're up.
Let me see something. I could actually technically, right where she is, hit this guy.
Okay.
But I'm not going to, because
Does it have? Is that far? How far of a range is that?
I believe that was within 20, so that would have had to be Magic Missile, which is probably why I'm not doing it.
The minion killer.
And
I don't think Orc Sergeants are minion.
No, that's what I remember.
super minions.
Yeah.
That's what I remember the magic missile being. Minion control.
okay. Well, maybe we'll get to see what one of those auras do, because they do hitting them.
Who are you targeting?
He put the square down back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be
All
Orc
right,
Savage 1, Orc Sergeant 1, Orc Dredge 5, 4,
All right,
and 6.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, nice line of sight there.
Scorching Burst. 5.
All right. Hang on. I need to put in a little bloody macro to automatically put these things bloody. I just haven't done it yet. Okay.
You might miss
Hit.
the sergeant.
Let's see here.
Expect that.
No,
probably
his
will,
reflex is crap. That surprisingly hits him. Hit. Hit.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And against Mr.
Alright.
Super Minion, 6 more fire damage from Hellfire Heart. So
Well, is it additional damage or is that a separate damage?
I believe it's separate. Let me read how it reads.
Because if it's additional damage, it's not really going to do anything else to him. I guess that's one problem with super minions.
The enemy takes
No, it's
6 fire damage, so I'm not sure if you
What
need
does
to
it trigger
specify
on?
additional, but it's just
Is
she
it
hits an enemy with an attack, so.
Okay, I would say it's part of the attack.
Is it a no action or a free action?
No action.
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
probably part of the attack then.
yeah, sadly.
Yeah, it's just like a thing that's specific to you.
Yeah.
It's a side effect of your spells, basically.
Okay.
Then you know what? Put that on the Orc Sergeant then.
Yeah, so
Okay.
do it to the other guy.
6 damage.
Yep.
Burn! Burn! Oh! Oh!
Wow.
And
snorts.
then that will be her turn, so yes.
All right.
Turns out when I set things on fire, they're really set on fire.
Okay.
I
Can I go
like to
after?
think it's like a center
All
point.
right,
of
Matthias.
Kind of glad I took black iron armor now.
fire. She has a thing that resistances don't matter.
Aw,
Yeah.
at least you won't be attacking me.
5.
Hopefully.
1, 2, 3. Alright.
All
I
right.
don't think anyone's damaged, so we'll just end the turn there.
If you wanted to charge out with Hemic now, it looks a little better. You're still gonna get kind of surrounded.
Going to charge off a few turns here, but
Hello?
I can still hear you.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. The Orc Savages are pissed. Orc Savage 4 is going to
I wonder why.
move here
You're
and then
drinking,
charge.
obviously.
He's going to charge at Grungar
Okay.
with his hand axe.
Nope.
And he misses.
Ooh, plus
This one.
4 to charges.
Moves like this, and then charges.
Nope.
All right. Savage is gonna move here. And that's all he can do. Let's see, where are the other Orc Savages? Orc Savage. Right here. See, he can actually charge you. He's gonna charge White Wizard.
Yay! Of course, against me he rules well. Let's see.
That won't match
Yeah,
for
that
you.
hit.
I would have used Rune of Protection, but it says it specifies to only activate it when you use a power, so
Yeah.
which is a shame because it was a resist 2 to all damage. So
All right.
It's when
Anyway.
Jason. Yeah, you
Anyway,
have to have
that's-
used a power first.
All right,
Yeah.
Hemic.
Okay, so my last turn, I guess I'm just lost it.
You kind of can't do anything.
This
No,
was seriously. You should have picked up one of those longbows from the giant pile of bodies.
Well, I was going to take my turn there and charge in when these guys weren't in the way, but then everyone else just kept going. I
Yeah.
didn't get to jump in.
Sorry. Yeah, you gotta just kind of assert yourself in there, because so many people.
Is any of this tree stuff difficult or blocking terrain?
What do you mean, like all this crap?
I assume you can go through and I assume you can go through the bluish part, or is that swamp?
The what? That's swamp.
Okay.
You could swim there probably.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up here.
Okay. You're still on
and
land.
then- yeah, I know. I'm going to be in this. I'm going to hit a
Okay.
guy.
All right, go for it. Okay.
Smashy, killy. Oh my gosh! Ah! These assholes.
Okay, well,
you-
first, before it takes that, I'm also going to do that to hit Savages 2 and 3.
All right, I'm gonna
And-
bloody these guys
and
real
Rungar.
quick.
It's fine. He's used to it at this point.
I just realised that if I had my halberd, I could attempt to slide these guys into the water.
Now, where I'm going to be moving is where he is, so he'll have to make his attack first. If he attacks me, Grungar can hit him again, I guess.
I can't actually. My aura's down.
Oh, that's right. It is. So never mind.
Which is kind of fine now that I know those guys do the dying thing. Because I'm
Okay.
gonna get like twice as many attacks towards my
You're in
direction.
Cunning Fox, so you can shift. So
Yes, but I want to shift to where he is. So can I? I'm gonna be adjacent to him anyway. After I shift,
So like right there.
because I want to shift to here.
You can shift through this guy's
Yeah, but
'Cause
I'm
he's
still gonna be
dead.
adjacent to him. Is what I mean.
doink, doink.
But he still gets the standard.
Who gets the standard?
Orc Savage 4. The orc takes a standard action as it dies.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about. Sorry.
I mean, he could not take the standard action. We
Oh,
can just
yeah,
forget
sorry,
these
man,
guys
man,
have
I
this.
Is
don't
that
know how-
against Hemic or me?
It's against Hemic.
That is going to be a miss
Nice. Sorry, man. I
because
I
of
was,
shield bonus.
I was completely off. I was wondering what you were
Okay,
fussing about.
that's fine. And then I get to hit the orc sergeant.
All right. As you target him with an attack, this happens.
Okay.
So that's close burst 3. So these guys.
Aww. It's a
You like
great
that?
tower.
That's nice.
I might hold my turn. Sneak.
And hit him.
Yeah, you do hit him.
Smashy,
And we'll
killy,
throw
killy.
that. So 27.
All right. Nice.
And then I get to shift back here.
Okay. Wait, wizard.
Oh, please kill some of the savages.
Savages, barely even human.
They're not like you and me, which means they must be evil.
That song, oh my god. It must be evil.
All right. So yeah, white wizards do a thing.
Oh yeah. Also, yeah. I just double checking. That each enemy within 2 was granting combat advantage, right? Yeah. Because
Yep.
of that
Yes.
thing you just did.
So like, not Savage
Check.
5, but the rest of those guys there.
Yeah, Savage
Also,
3 and
I am
Savage 2.
granting combat advantage,
Yeah, Savage 3 and Savage 2.
but I did not use it until after.
Okay. I will use my Eldritch Blast on Orc Sergeant 2.
Okay.
Eldritch Bolt, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so used to saying blast.
Yes, I know. I think the only the only difference is that the Elder's Bolt does force damage.
Yep. On Orc Sergeant 2.
Yep.
Oosh! Ghetto crit.
Nice.
It's been a while.
Ouch, yeah, you hit him pretty good. But as part, like, yeah. Yeah, okay, that happens. Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to shift those guys again because that was an immediate reaction, so. Anyway. Well, sorry. Did you want to do anything else, Aryan?
No.
Okay, Tarkus.
Hey. Can't.
If
You can move through ally spaces.
Yeah, I know. It's just like can't really go
Do you
anywhere.
want to?
Yeah, let's go charge into the crowd of angry orcs. No, I mean I could take one of them down probably. I mean I've got that awesome charge, but let's not do that. Surrounded by orcs is, I've learned, a bad place to be.
you can always hold.
Yeah.
Or you can ready.
Hang on, he ranged attacks.
Pick up
My
a rock for
halberd.
that.
You just pick up a rock. Oh my
It
god.
counts. It's light thrown, so you use Dex, and it can do a D4 damage.
You don't get proficiency with it.
I've got a rock.
Yeah, I feel like we should have moved back slightly so there's like all of us can get into the choke point. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just looking. Damn it! I wish I could activate one of my my runes, but
You need to use an attack first.
yeah. Well, I am going to shift. No, I don't even need a shift. Oh my god!
No, you
Just run
don't.
away. No, I'll just move to.
Just leave us all alone.
I'll move to there. So that if Grungar wants to shift back into my old space, he can, and there's more room to like hit things. Yep, and then that'll be me because I have nothing else to do.
You can ready in action.
Could,
Total
but
defense.
or I could, yeah, total defense.
No,
I
no
could do
enemies
that.
can even get to him.
I could total defense, but the enemies jump over the wall.
Well,
Yeah,
it
you
might
never
be
know.
better. Yeah, they could do that. But I don't think there's any around there from when I was up there.
Yeah, no, I'll just total defense. I mean, like I can't ready in action because nothing's gonna get next to me unless someone else shifts.
Is anyone going to get next to you in order to hit? Readying in action might just be a best option.
Like, I mean, unless Matthias moves, then they can't get me.
Mm-hmm.
So do you actually want to shift down to my right next turn, or do you want to stay where you are?
Who, me?
Yeah, Matthias, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Because then they can get to me, and
You'll trade spots, basically.
well,
Frontline
kind of.
fighter
I'll still
further.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still be where I am. It's just that they can, yeah. If one comes after me, then we can both attack him.
All right.
Something will happen.
Because if you want to do that, I can ready in action.
Well, how about this? You ready in action to charge, because the next thing that's coming up... No, they can actually get in this spot. I was going to say, they probably will end up right here, next to Grungar. That's a charge range.
Mhm.
You can just bash into them. That's fine.
Oh god. I could do that.
Yeah, there. How's that?
Yeah, already ready goring charge.
You have to enter any of these 3 spots, so you can just go bash.
Just run past Matthias.
There. You have attack ready. How's that?
Just run over
Yep.
Matthias.
Matthias is a relatively smaller guy.
Just jump over him.
So there we go. He's ready goring charge to hit anything that enters like this range of hitting.
Okay.
So the next enemy to enter that range.
Next enemy to enter your melee range.
Charge range.
Anything to entering your charge range.
Like
Okay.
those 3 squares up, straight up ahead.
Basically, these 3.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see something. I gotta make some rolls. Okay. And all right. You start hearing something from over this way. Sound of some heavy pounding.
Oh, the wall.
And out from the forest, you start hearing a loud lumbering sound as through the trees,
I had a feeling something happened with the wall.
an ogre.
Falls into the swamp and drowns.
Yes.
He like shows up out of these trees. He just falls in.
And he just walks through this group of people and stands here.
Aw, damn it. He knew my plan.
Well, wouldn't it have?
At one point, he would have.
Actually, no, he can't get through. He can't get through there. Never mind. He's gonna actually start hanging back this way. He's gonna start stalking around this way for a minute.
It's like he's standing on the wall and the ground.
Actually, okay, yeah. He walks around this way and gonna try something. Hang on.
He has a strength contest with the wall and the wall beats him. He just walks away in shame. We win.
Okay. All right. Grungar.
Okay.
You notice he started ignoring you as he approached.
He started to ignore me as he approached.
The ogre. He started approaching, then he walked around this way.
Wait for
Think
some
sure.
to kill all these guys.
Anyways,
I'm
I
still-
yell an insult to him in Goblin, calling his mother a insert whatever you want here.
A
Oh,
midget.
he only speaks giant, sadly.
Damn.
Matthias,
I
Oh,
can do
Goblins got it.
giant.
All the
Matthias's
have a-
eyes just widen at the comment.
Uh,
No.
I understood it as well.
I'll say it to the sergeant then, and I'm actually going to prepare an action myself. For
Okay.
when he it's gonna be only for the I'm gonna prepare an action. How's that? We'll see. I'll show you what happens if he comes in my melee range.
okay.
So if anything comes into our range, something bad's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Charge attack.
All right, Cintiq.
Okay. Do,
A
Do-
beautiful little square right here.
do.
Oh, now I can't charge them.
I'm sorry. I can
She
kind of
has
not
to
resist
do
the fact that I can do.
Burning hands.
Yeah, burning hands though. Yeah.
No, not that yet. First, there.
Oh.
Fire
What is
shroud.
The ally
Fire
friendly one,
shroud.
fire shroud. And
Jesus.
this will actually hit the ogre too,
Yeah.
because it's a burst. So. That's
Does it
7
hit?
rolls.
Does it hit around walls though? I'm just wondering.
Is that a complete wall? Because it looks like it's a.
Should be.
Okay.
I think it would.
Should, since it is a burst. It's not a.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
not gonna take.
All right. Go for it. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's
6,
concealments.
7, 8, 9, 10.
You might have. You might give him like
There's
cover.
10? Oh.
Anyone down there, or
Okay.
you get like cover, and the others could get like superior cover.
Just 10. I was hoping for like 50 of them.
Really glad this is ally friendly.
It is a wondrous power.
Oh my god.
It'll be reading order.
All right. Hit.
Attack the sergeant.
It's a standard action.
How did you roll a botch in that? Like 10 rolls. How did you roll a botch?
Statistically,
Actually, that statistically makes it more likely.
I know.
Alright.
And Gringrosh has a single tier because I was preparing to do my what's that attack? The one where I bashed him back. The my new one.
It's like
Brutal
Grungar
Slam.
Miss.
You should note, sadly, Orc Savage 1 can charge her.
Orc Savage 1 can't because it's dead.
Well,
Well,
no,
'cause
no,
it
that's
takes a
right.
standard
That's right.
action
He
as it
can't. He
dies.
can take a standard action. My bad.
Charge is a standard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does charge as he dies.
With this, then can I counteract him with my prepared action to attack?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well,
Okay,
he's
well,
already
we're not-
dead, though.
If
So.
it's
Yeah.
gonna push them, if it's going to push him, though, it'll prevent the attack.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Does it push?
Well, I don't want to use an encounter on that.
Well,
and it was a miss.
there's his
Okay.
attack anyway. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did miss. Wow.
It's a fail anyway on his part. So
But Matthias is there. Cintiq isn't
Anyway.
in much trouble.
So let's see here. Was it dead? Dead. Dead. Let's see. Okay, dead.
Marcus.
Hit.
Just Tarkus and Grungar both shared a single tier for having their
Botch.
prepared actions taken away from them.
their bromance is slowly
Miss.
budding.
Okay, hit the ogre with a 29 versus fort.
Oh, that's convenient. Good roll one.
Okay.
Ongoing fire. Whee!
Hit. Man, that's so many. Let's see here.
Probably a miss hit.
Okay, and then the last one, then a hit and a miss. Okay, so around the corner you hear the sound of a large, horrible creature yelling.
And Grungar once again has his 1,000-yard stare activate, being surrounded by her fire.
Actually, no, that's 12. Okay, no, 12. Okay, that misses. Never mind. Okay, but the 22 hits. All right.
Okay, then. Oh.
Is the ogre yelling? Because we can probably see him.
I can.
Probably taller than the wall.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
Debating
now what is-
action
what is
pointing
this?
to move back.
A fire shroud.
It does ongoing 5 fire and 15 damage.
Yeah.
Ongoing 5 fire. Okay, ongoing. Does it stay there?
Well,
No.
the fire shroud
on
doesn't.
the-
I'll
I'd
get
say
rid of
that.
it.
Okay, it doesn't have a zone. Okay.
Yeah, it was just a measure.
I was like, my God, that was a big zone. I got it
It's a-
confused with your other fire ability.
I wish Fountain of Flame was that big. It'd be awesome.
Oh my god, that'd be glorious.
Okay.
Control battlefields
I
with
think-
that, man.
I'm actually going to do the prudent thing. Action point and walk back.
Fuck
Okay.
this noise. I've done my job.
Just walk in and walk away.
Cool gals don't look at explosions. All right. Hang on. I got to do something real quick. I'm rolling.
You know, if we had a bigger audience, I'd ask them to put a Cintiq kill counter.
Technically, that was in the explosion, so I think you'd have to have your eyes closed.
All right, Matthias.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's on top. We get some better vision around here. 5. I think we have a while before the ogre moves.
I have to wonder why Grungar's token is selectable by everybody.
I don't know. Why is he selectable by everyone? I think I do that on purpose in case I'm not here.
Not just that,
I think
but
at one
because
point it was so they.
you were
stream.
outside, yeah, so the stream could see it. It was because you went to the to guard the ale.
Oh
So
yeah,
stream
the
can see it.
alehouse.
All right, but anyway, what you gonna do, Matthias?
We'll use Sunburst on the... can't see anything. On Orc Savage 6.
Okay.
Thud.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you hit him. He gets bloodied.
And all allies within 5 squares gain 5 temporary hit points.
Yay.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
There's a chorus of yay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we all got it. Sweet.
Yeah, that should be about it.
Okay.